In this video, we are targeting Rednose Labeo diamonds. If this video helps you catch your diamond, please remember to give it a like, come back and leave a comment. Let me know you were successful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here's my latest catch screen. First fish at 1908 was a diamond. Here's another one. Last fish at 2109. That's 2 hours, 1 minute. 18 golds, 2 diamonds. Let's take a quick look at the red-nosed labeo. For the traits, it's a bottom lurker. We're going to use a feeder bottom fishing rig, and it's a hard fighter, so we want to use stronger gear. For the bait and lure preferences, I stick to Boiley's Natural for the bait. There are a lot of options for bait feeding, including corn, boilies, pellets, bread, and hot dogs. The maximum red-nosed labeo is just under 8 pounds, and we want to use bottom fishing rigs and rod holders. As you can see here, I am using the Inhale with an 8-pound max drag scope, 8-pound fluorocarbon. Any sinker will do. I have the diamond hook on, size 4, with boilies. This is for a rod holder. Another one that matches equally with the rod holder. Now you can and should carry also a couple of size 5 hooks, which is gold, just in case you don't want a diamond hook on your rod holders. And then you see on my in hand, I have the size 5 gold, again with boilies. You may also want to make sure that you have a 6, which is the silver size, just in case you want a faster bite rate. For bait feeding, ideally you want to use the heavy catapult because we're going to max cast out into the deep area. Now, if you don't have that, you can use the medium and do forward only half cast. And if you don't have either of these, just use the boat with a single rig in the middle of the deep area. For the chum, we are going to use hot dogs, corn, pellets, bread, and boilies. For maximum diamond environmental conditions, I recommend you start in an evening server. Here is the location. Straight east of the main outpost. What you want to do is come over to Fricky Spot, which is right here. Grab a boat from the boat valet and drive up to this oddly shaped island. I will let you decide what it looks like. You can see I have parked my boat just short of about midway up the deep spot here. And here is my marker. You want to track that so you have something to aim at. And you can see I'm on shore in this area where I'll be able to use my rod holders. And as I just mentioned, if you don't have the long catapult, then I recommend you just park your boat over here and use a single rig. Special thanks to Funky Monkey for the optimum time start to catch your diamond red-nosed labeo. Start in an evening server. You can fish until you run out of chum, and then hop back to the main base, restock, and restart in a new evening server. For the gear, you can use any combination of these things that you like. You want 3 feeder bottom rigs, and my preference is to use 2 for the rod holders with the size 4 diamond hook, and the in-hand size 5 gold, and Boiley's Natural for the bait on all 3. For the bait feeding, You're going to use corn, bread, hot dogs, pellets, regular, and Boilies natural. Now it's time to catch something. The first thing you want to do is set tracking on your marker. If you don't have one, add one there. This side of center and around the middle. And all I'm going to do is grab one of my diamond hook rigs. And I'm going to go down to, if you look in the lower left there, if I go too far down, the put-in rod holder goes away. So I'm going to make sure I'm high enough up. And then I'm going to cast a little to the left of my marker out there, max cast, open the bail, and then put it in the rod holder. Why do I open the bail? There's a snapback bug in the game. And if you take the tension off, it reduces your chances of that thing just bouncing back and you not even realizing that it's not even in the water. So now I'm going to put the next one out there. Same thing, just a little to the right. Then I'm going to grab my long catapult. And again, as I just mentioned, if you don't have the long catapult, I recommend you just use a single rig from the boat and park about where my marker is out there, or perhaps a little further past. We're just going to shoot maximum any of the chum options. I had the corn on. We'll see if we get lucky. Since I am using diamond hook and gold hook in hand, the in hand you just kind of put in the middle. You can put it a little closer. I didn't do a great job of that, but it's plenty close enough to the first chum that you shot out, because that will attract the majority of the fish. And then really all you do is wait. Sometimes I get lucky and get one right off the bat in a new server, and we did. It's the in-hand gold. So that's probably going to be a gold, but I have gotten a diamond on the in-hand with 2 diamond hooks out. I can tell by the tension. This is going to be a gold. A decent size one. Don't worry if you don't get a bite like that. As you saw in the latest catch crane, it took me 2 hours to get 20 fish. So if you're going to use diamond and gold, all golds, you are going to have some waiting time. That's normal. But if your goal is to get the diamond as fast as possible, I do prefer this strategy. It does take a while to reel these in with the max cast. And these 8-pound reels aren't the fastest by any means. And 5.21 is on the higher end of the gold side. You get a decent look at that little red nose there. I'll let that little bugger go back. And then all you're going to do is refresh that chum. I alternate left and right, which one I shoot first. Not a requirement, but as I mentioned, the majority will go towards the one that was shot out there first. And you just keep repeating that. When you run out, you're going to get 9 shots per chum type and 5 types of chum. You can keep right on fishing until you run out of chum. And then it is time to hop back over to the main base, restock all your chum, reset to an evening server, and start over. You can use any combination of hook size you like. I use 3 golds. You can do 2 golds and a silver, or I'm using 2 diamonds and a gold. If you're also working on challenges, then by all means use a silver in hand just to farm through and cycle the fish. Get it some extra XP. I prefer to be patient. I do believe the bigger hooks will get you to the diamond faster. But that's really all there is to it. Stay with the video to watch the diamonds that I caught in the big fish montage. Always fun to see those. Happy fishing. Have a good one. Please click on the logo bottom left to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other content and don't forget to hit the like button on the video.